Championship of the World Pro Fighters Knockout Artists. Both of them undefeated. Neither of them ever been knocked down in a fight. It's Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolando Rolly Romero.
Wow, Rolando Romero's trainer Bullet thinks that Tank Davis was intentionally trying to injure his fighter, Rolando Romero, by pushing him off the stage. In this video, that's what I'm gonna talk about. This theory, this concept. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in and smash the like button. I'm the best in the business of boxing. Big fight tomorrow night. Rolando Rolly Romero gets his first crack at pay-per-view against the king of the 130s, 135s, 140s, Gervonta Tank Davis. Of course, Rolly's going to try to upset the apple cart and dethrone the king Tank Davis, who's been on pay-per-view, I believe, since the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Now, Rolly's trainer Bullet did some interviews in a media scrum immediately following the fracas at the weigh-in. Now, I've already made several videos about it. It is up to you, the viewer, if you are listening to this video right now, to hit the subscribe button. I drop the latest and greatest in boxing. All things boxing, daily boxing, 24/7. I'm giving you all access. Your access is now granted. You want to learn about the sport, you already know about the sport, this is your one-stop shop. So I've already made the videos. Check those videos on the channel of the weigh-in and gave the Ego reactions. So again, peep that content for more on the actual push and the footage of it, etc. Now, Rolly's team and Bullet believes that Tank did this on purpose, if you will, intentionally, as to injure Rolly Romero before the main event on Showtime pay-per-view. Now, I've already stated in my Ego reaction video, this could have been costly if it escalated and, Tank couldn't compete. In boxing, it reminds me of Bernard Hopkins versus Bad Chad Dawson, right? They had a fight, and then basically Chad Dawson lifted him and then kind of dipped him a la Goldberg, who's next. And then B-Hop complained that he was unable to continue and fight him, the crowd was left without a real traditional ending to a fight. That was in the Chad Dawson fight. So that was actually in the fight itself. This was at the weigh-in. So I'm not going to spend too much time. Rolly jumped back on stage. It looks like he's cool. The interesting thing from Rolly's side is that they're saying that Rolly, they don't know how his ankle is going to be on fight night. I don't prefer to hear that, because to me, it kind of looks like a built-in excuse. If things don't go your way, you can have a soft landing, right? By saying, hey, my fighter, literally in the interview, Rolly's trainer said, we don't know how his ankle is going to be because of the adrenaline. And when the adrenaline wears off, then we'll finally get to see how he feels. So, the event happened, Tank pushed him, Rolly responded how he did. That's already in history. That's already cemented in stone. So how long will it take for the adrenaline to wear off, so to speak, as Rolly's trainer was saying, to the point where we as fans know if he's good. He even said we'll have a doctor take a look at it. And me paraphrasing, he said Tank did that intentionally to get out of the fight. I dismissed that notion. Calvin Ford also dismissed it. He says it's BS, it's bullish to be exact. And that was Tank's trainer saying that he don't believe that's the case. I have to side with Calvin Ford. I don't think the push was intended to maim or injure or cause a cancellation. For one, if you want to push somebody and your intent was to push them off stage and harm them and get out of the fight, if that's your true thinking, you're going to probably push them super hard to make sure you achieve mission accomplished and secure the maximum damage to said fighter. You're not going to give them like a love tap type of and just push them off the stage casually and just look at him. So I don't know how close he was to the edge. Apparently he was close enough to fall or lose his balance and footing. I get that, but I've seen way worse. I remember Errol Spence versus Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri kind of did the same move and tried to get in front of Errol Spence, and Errol Spence, fight week at the weigh-in, he pushes him back, like, get off, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my show, this is my stage kind of attitude. We've seen Terrence Crawford. I believe he pushed Hammer and Hank Lundy, and I believe he pushed Jose Benavidez. So Terrence Crawford, I don't think he was trying to get out of those fights. I think he just, the tempers were flaring. Benavidez was talking trash. He was talking trash, and he had all them emotions. You got all that angst built up from a fight camp, and he said to Jose Benavidez, focus on your fight before you don't make it to your fight, right? When he ran up on him and they had that exchange. I don't think that would be a logical way to try to get out of a fight, to go through with the fight, Barclays, do all the press conference, sign on the dotted line, make weight, just to get out of the fight by pushing and hoping. Because what are we talking about? It's like, if somebody wanted to commit a homicide, they're gonna not probably give that person a paper cut. They're gonna shoot up their spot, or whatever the multiple ways. They're gonna poison them. They're gonna do something more finite and a bit more definitive to try to harm somebody. So again, to throw that on Tank and say he's trying to get out of the fight, I gotta dismiss that. I don't think that was the intent. Because again, just like if you're really trying to harm someone, you're trying to harm somebody. He would try to push him and trip him off the stage so he could fall and crack his head open. It wasn't, from what I seen, it wasn't nothing like that. So I didn't see that. That's my opinion. Calvin Ford seems to share the same sentiments. Let me know in the comment section what you guys believe. Was Tank intentionally trying to, he said, quote, handicap Rolly ahead of the fight? Again, to me, that just doesn't sound realistic, because how do you know the extent of one's injuries pushing them like Tank did? In the comment section, rate the push in terms of 10 being the most forceful, craziest push you've seen. Where does the Tank Rolly push, the amount of force used, where does that even rank on a numeric scale, 0 to 10? So you guys let me know and rate the actual push from your perspective. If you guys need to see it, click on my videos. I've done multiple angles so you guys can see it all types of ways. I'm gonna give it to you how you want on my channel, Boxing Ego. So make sure you guys subscribe. So I don't think it was the most forceful push, and that kind of makes more of my point. Is if he really wanted to hurt him, he would have, when Rolly's back was turned, he would have punched him, sucker punched him in the side of the head or something, and punched him off the stage, if you want to maximize the amount of damage. So I don't think Tank, I seen, the reason I had to make this video too, I seen a lot of old media running with this and saying, oh, Tank, how could you? And, over exaggerating it. We see this all the time. Caleb Plant and Canelo, they were pushing and slapping each other, mushing each other. This is boxing. It's like y'all trying to soften up the sport of boxing. Like this is Hannah Montana. Like these are fighters. They don't like each other. That much is apparent. And that's what happened. I'm not saying I condone, get your money and make sure you make it to the actual fight and professionally handle your business there. But how many times we've seen Shane Mosley push Ricardo Mayorga because he slapped his girl's butt and different things like that. So I think a lot of people, it's like they're trying to get Tank in trouble and snitch, and we still got to fight. So I'm happy for that. Let me know who wins the fight. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Was Tank intentionally trying to get out of the fight, as Rolly's team suggests? I gave you my thoughts. Let me see yours in the comment section. Subscribe. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. Signing off. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.